This Protoman review is brought to you by Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store, the ultimate in toys.
Hey guys, it's been a while. I know I've been gone for a bit. I've been getting so many freaking messages on Twitter and everything. When are you doing a next video? It's been a month, you haven't done a video. So I've been really busy. Here's one of the reasons. Fucking winter. Okay, it's not really a good reason, but when you live here, it gets in the way of a lot of things. And when you come home late and you got a shovel, it sucks. Anyways, I was at Target. A lot of stuff was on clearance. I saw a figure. I was like, it gave me inspiration. I want to do these guys, do a historical of these guys. More specifically, this dude right here. This is the Optimus Prime Target exclusive versus Predaking Predacon Rising 2-pack. That's a mouthful from the Aligned line. So I'm going to do a little historical of this guy, and if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Anyways, so this is Protoman, this is ProtoRetro, and we're going to do another historical. Let's see if you learned something.
ProtoRetro.
Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Optimus Prime. I won't be talking about the Predaking. It's pretty obvious what the Predaking homage is. It's a nod to Car Robot's Gigatron, also known in the West as Robots in Disguise Megatron. So kind of boring, not much history to it, but this guy right here has a whole bunch of history to him. So let's get into that right now. Now, before I'm going to talk about this little commander toy, if you will, I'm going to bring in everything that this encompasses. So we're going to go to Thunderclash throughout the ages and put you in the back there. And bring in the large-scale Turbo Master. Now, Turbo Masters are a UK exclusive line in 1992 that came out at the tail end of G1. And they came out also in Canada, but in much less assortments, more in the eastern part of Canada. Western Canada didn't get as much in terms of sightings. Now, Thunderclash was a character that didn't have much fiction to him. The back of the catalog for this pretty much talked about how he was the rival to Skyquake, and they kind of showed the Mega Vision gimmick, as it's called, Mega Visor gimmick. But there wasn't much past that. In recent years, as of actually last year and this year, Thunderclash has been in the IDW comic book, which got a lot more fleshing out, and of course he was in the Botcon fiction too, but we'll get to that after. So here is Thunderclash. He was a Turbo Master with very fragile pieces here and there for a 20-year-old toy. I like the effort that they made to keep his little logo there in the front. The teal is more taken from the recent Botcon Thunderclash, but at least keeping the same like Wings of Honor kind of logo going on there. The red windows and the blue all around and the 3 wheels. It's really nice that they made the effort for that. I'm going to transform him into robot mode. And for those who think that this mold looks kind of familiar, this was actually used for Machine Wars Optimus Prime in 1997. And when they made it Machine Wars Optimus Prime, they obviously retooled little things here and there for safety reasons. Specifically, the way that the missiles work here. They became spring-loaded missiles instead of a gravity-based pressure missile. I guess they just felt it was safer that way. So here is Thunderclash. I'm giving this gun in robot mode with his blazing pink eyes, pink windows, teal, and all the colors that the 90s brought about, especially the early 90s. I guess I'll transform him so I could give you guys an idea of the robot mode. While I do that, I'll just give you more of a history while I'm half-assed trying to transform him off camera for you. This character, again, as I said before, didn't have much fiction. In Japan, though, it was interesting. The character of Thunderclash while he was brushed to the side, there was talks of a other leader that was going to outrank him called Hyperdrive. And Hyperdrive was a toy that never came to be and never happened, but in the end, all of this is documented in the Generations Guidebook from Japan and stuff. And long history of what could have been, and this character kept his name. Even in Japan, it would have been Thunderclash. Robot mode for this little dude. Zoom in there. So a lot of the cool stuff from the toy have been retained, such as the gold face, the blues in the right areas, the logo on the chest, the red legs, the wheels on the side. Obviously, you know, no gold toes like this one, but you could only ask for so much. And I guess I might as well bring in his gun, which also, again, it's molded in a gray and not gold like Thunderclash here, but again, it's cool that they even made the effort. They could have gave us a black repaint, a Fire Guts repaint, but they gave us a Thunderclash repaint. And in all honesty, the way I see it, this is Prime Thunderclash, or the aligned continuity Thunderclash. Let's go through more history. Actually, I might as well transform this for you guys since we're already here. Not a lot of people really get to see this live transformed, and in all honesty, it's exactly the same like the Machine Wars toy in transformation, but, you know, might as well. Same thing, it splits open here and splits open here. Actually, you know what, I probably should transform it, because when we get to our next toy, it actually will kind of have a bit of a significance of why I'm not too happy with the mold they chose. But, well, I'm doing this all off screen because it's so big, but this thing plugs in the back. The funny thing is about Thunderclash's box art actually was because of the gimmick of this gigantic, humongous playset thing, was that he was posed on the back here on this platform like that, and you really couldn't even see him in the back. You can only see like his head popping out in the back in the box art, because they wanted to emphasize this big playset thing that his trailer turned into. And as a result, when they did the Machine Wars toy, they didn't use the Thunderclash box art because it barely showed the character. Instead, they went with the Machine Wars, the Laser Rod Optimus Prime G2 box art, and they retooled it. And that's why it really doesn't look much like the toy. But I digress. That's a little bit of the history of Thunderclash there from 1992. Now, we jump to Botcon 2009. And in Botcon 2009, we got this Rodimus mold repainted as Thunderclash. Now, I'll give them credit that they painted the rear spoiler, which even the original American toy was too lazy to do, and maybe it was cost issues and stuff, where the Japanese even did that. And the little Wings of Honor there on the wheel well hub, and little nice paint apps here and there that you would expect from a really would be $60 a piece toy for a deluxe. But that's where it kind of ends with this, which is a shame, because in all honesty, I was really hoping that when they announced that they'd be doing a Thunderclash, because we got the list of the characters before we got the molds, I was hoping they were going to use the landmine from Energon, which later on was used in that same box set as Landshark. Now, Landshark was one of those characters that was also a truck and had all these pieces that made this like big kind of playset thingy. And so I was like, oh, it's a given. They're going to use Landshark, right? And also pioneered, which would become a mainstay after that year in 2009, would be the unique head sculpt. Now, granted, yes, there was unique head sculpts for Botcon in the past with Roulette and Shadow Striker. But starting with 2009 with Cup, it would become a mainstay and become a consistent. But they didn't use the unique head sculpt for the Landshark, or even in this case for this guy. They used it for Cup and I think one other character, Flak. So it was kind of a shame. It was a missed opportunity in my opinion. I think that the leader character, Thunderclash, should have had the biggest toy in the box set, which he didn't. He had this deluxe here instead, and Landshark was the biggest toy. And it was an inappropriate mold, because I think that this Rodimus only does so much, where being a truck is one thing, but you got to have more to it than that, and you'll see in the robot mode. Now, fictionally, the way this character was depicted, there's all kinds of conflictions that he was written that he has a southern accent, and others that he had a British accent, but whatevs with that, you know. As long as he made an appearance, and it was good to see that he at least was there. But, you know, the distinctions of the name only goes so much in this case. Now, the logo, they painted on the logo on the chest there, but it really is a heavy departure from the original UK one. Let me try to center everyone here. And it's so, what ends up happening is that the Prime toy ended up getting an amalgam of the both, having the teal of that one, but the general wing shape of the other. And this one, again, outside of the blue head, the gold face, and the little, you know, pink there for the visor monocle, there isn't much that invoked Thunderclash for this one. It was a lot more whites, and I don't know. It didn't capture it as much, and a lot of people were really not happy with the choice too. Everyone felt that the Land Shark mold would have been the best choice, and clear blue gun instead of the gold. Usually Botcon has a lot more budget to work with their exclusives, and it's kind of a shame when they kind of take shortcuts with lines like this. But the Wings of Honor line in 2009 was what it was, probably one of the least popular of the sets that ever came out from Fun Publications. So yeah, there was one other Thunderclash, but it wasn't in character, so to speak. There was a mini-con named Thunderclash that came with Skywarp from that Energon Armada kind of era, and not much to mention. It's not invoking of this character. So let's now get back to this guy. So he has your basic articulation of that scale, and he also came with a Star Saber from the Prime mold Star Saber. So pretty cool that he comes with that too. Looks really nice. Again, it's cool that we got a repaint that at least wasn't something that was just a shallow repaint. And, you know, it was a Target exclusive. It came out in Target in Canada and the United States. And luckily for the UK, where this character was originally born, Tesco was its exclusive there. So even our buddies across the ocean were able to pick him up. So yeah, that's more. There's not much more I could really say about him, but it's really cool that Thunderclash got a toy again, in a sense, even though it had to be labeled Optimus Prime to just get it on the shelves. But he's back in Legion form as a commander, and looking pretty awesome. So not much more I could say. So this is Protoman and ProtoRetro, and this has been a video review of not Thunderclash, Optimus Prime from the Target exclusive 2-pack Predacon Rising that came with Predaking, who I've ignored this entire video. So until then, guys, take care and roll out.